Final speaker of the night, Danil Rose. Danil is a third-year student from New Holland, Pennsylvania, studying computer engineering and German with an integrated master's in international affairs. He is in his 5th semester as president of the Association of Residence Halls Students, the governing council for resident hall governments that advocates for the 14,000 plus students living on campus. Additionally, Danil serves as the School of International Affairs delegate for the Graduate and Professional Student Association, a member of the Academic Portfolio and Program Review, Communications and Engagement Team, and the Leadership Committee Chair for Civic Engagement Alliance. Danil will be speaking about engaging students at Penn State who historically are not involved with how the university and student leaders can engage with everyone. He looks forward to inspiring Penn State students and administration to collaborate on the future for student engagement.
Imagine it's the first day of class. You sit down next to someone and they have a sticker on their laptop for a club you've never heard of. You think to yourself, that's pretty cool. And you mean to ask them, but then class starts, and then class ends, and you forgot about it. Later on in the week, you attend the involvement fair. Suddenly, 500 student organizations are clamoring for your attention. You take brochures, you scan QR codes, you sign up for email lists, but as the next week hits, filled with homework, quizzes, and work shifts, you've yet to attend a single meeting. This experience isn't unique. Well, think about it. You've done this before, right? You go up there and you see a club for Lego or something else, but you don't actually attend those meetings. Penn State boasts over 1,000 student organizations, yet many students struggle to engage. Some don't know where to start. Others feel like they don't belong. And some simply don't have the time. So, if engagement is such an integral part of student life, what makes it so difficult to achieve? Today, I'd like to talk to you about 3 things. First, breaking barriers, understanding those obstacles to student engagement. Second, building bridges, how personal connections can not only create those kind of bridges between what you do, but encourage students to be involved. And third, creating value, how engagement benefits not only the individual, but the broader Penn State community. First, the barriers, or why do students disengage? Well, our first one that we have to discuss before we discuss any solutions is time constraints. The average student juggles coursework, part-time jobs, personal responsibilities. Second, great, all right, whatever. Second, they have information overload. With so many clubs and events, students simply don't know which one to pick and they feel overwhelmed. Third, we have social and cultural barriers. Some students are first generation, they might be commuters, they might be international students, and those groups may feel isolated. And fourth, we have financial barriers. Hidden costs like membership fees or conference expenses, travel, may prohibit students from engaging. So, how do we handle these barriers? Well, first, we can streamline communication about opportunities. Currently, how do student organizations advertise? Through Discord, Instagram, GroupMe, Outlook, whatever else. Instead, a centralized hub, like Penn State Engage, should be better integrated into things like LionPath, Canvas, and Outlook, and with the help of the university, should be the better alternative. Fix it? We fixed it. Not quite. All right. What's another way to do this? Well, we can integrate engagement into academics. An example is the Penn State IEEE Club. They take things you learn in the classroom and they apply it to practical projects with the help of their department. We can have every department then partner with their respective student organization in order to provide financial support and academic support. Other organizations, like Dawn, for example, allow you to develop your leadership skills alongside your academics. You're not choosing one or the other. And the third way is to normalize the small steps. When someone joins an organization, we shouldn't expect them to immediately become a leader. We should celebrate those small days, like them going to a meeting or volunteering once. So think about a friend that you have who isn't engaged in anything. Why? Understanding that is the key to change. The second thing to look at is building bridges, or understanding the power of connection. Things like the involvement fair are wonderful, and they're important, but personal invitations are so much more powerful. Studies show that students are more likely to stay involved when a peer or a mentor invite them. For example, I joined the Association of Residence Hall Students, not because I was planning to by any means, but because it was summer session, freshman year, I didn't know anyone, and I had this group of seniors tell me, hey, there's this club where you can make a positive impact on campus, and you get free dinner. So I signed up, and without their push, I would have been able to do what I've done today, and I also wouldn't have a great group of friends. Another thing to look at is mentorship. Many colleges already have mentorship programs, and we have clubs like Blueprint. Well, we can incorporate that into student organizations. Think upperclassmen helping freshmen, so that you're not only learning about the club, but learning and understanding your experience here at Penn State. We also have organizations that have done things like mixers, thinking of spas, where we have multiple student organizations come together. How about we have multiple of these mentors come together and share things they've learned, and maybe exchange tips or something of that sort. So, a challenge for all of you. I'm assuming most of you are in clubs. Well, invite your friend to a club meeting next time. Maybe that invitation is the bridge that they need. And third, we have creating value, or why engage in the first place? Engagement is more than just about having fun. It shapes who we become. It builds leadership, communication, and organizational skills. It fosters a culture of innovation, inclusivity, and resilience. We can look at this ripple effect of engagement, where a student joins a club, it benefits the community. The community, in turn, benefits the student. And this relationship between student and community is so powerful that it helps not only both, but it increases membership and helps create a better culture here at Penn State. Also, by creating value or seeing these real impacts, we can look at things that we've done in organizations. For example, as the president of ARSH, I've been able to incorporate mobile ordering back in dining halls, back when that was thought to be too difficult and not useful. We're able to lower costs at edge cafes for students so they can start their morning for a little less. All of these engaged community benefits, they're not a fantasy. They're a reality when we engage. Engagement isn't just an opportunity, it's a responsibility. So what can you do? Well, I have a challenge for you. First, attend something new this semester, something you didn't think you would do. Next, bring that friend to that next club meeting. And third, find an opportunity for a peer and help connect them for something they wouldn't have expected to be a part of. And a challenge for Penn State. We can't have institutions just expect engagement, they need to foster it too. We should have integration with academic advising, so that advisors say that student success includes engagement on campus. We should incorporate first-year seminars, so we should have things that explain clubs and have presentations and so forth. And finally, we should have a more streamlined way to communicate when things are happening, so students know about these opportunities and aren't just lost and feel as if there's too many things to do. Together, we can create a better, thriving Penn State community. Thank you.
We're now going to move on to our third and final round of general Q&A sessions to discuss the final 3 presentations.